Round two. Fun.
Round two.
This is fun.
Yeah,
I'm gonna enjoy this for real now.
Fork. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what my tattoo is, but he's starting. I told him start on the worst part. So that's what he's
So you can get it out of the way. I should have done that too.
I don't have any musical tattoos, which I think is wild because it's one of the most important parts of my life. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, the reason why is because obviously I love, like musical symbols and stuff, but I don't know, like a treble clef or an eighth note. I don't want to just put music notes on me. And I wanted to think about how music really makes me feel. So I think I kind of dreamt part of it yesterday, and this morning I woke up and I started very poorly putting the concept together, and Chris executed it so beautifully. But here's what it is. I have the actual patent, like the blueprint for a record player, and then I have a circuit board connecting right into another source, which is me, right? So figure one, which is the record player, which is exactly how it is in the patent, is connected to figure E, which is me, which is the source of the energy. So I'm really excited. It's a really unique shape. It's fitting in between my other tattoos. It means a lot to me.
It's very cool.
I'm really excited for you guys to see it.
Yeah, that's a cool concept.
Em has really taught me a lot about tattooing. She's really opened my world to it because I'm sure you can tell just by talking to her. She is the person that introduced me to the fact that you have to do some research on your artist and make sure that it's somebody that knows what they're doing, and she takes it very seriously, and she also respects it as a craft. Every artist that I've ever seen her get a tattoo from, she always presents them with an idea and then says, okay, but now you do your artwork, which I think is really cool because, that I think that people become more invested in the work that they're doing that way.
Yeah. And also for us as tattoo artists, I think that's like the best type of client.
Yeah.
When they give you Chris, look, this is the idea, but go free,
Yeah.
It gives you that freedom. You're okay, I'm gonna do my best, but it's open to the creation process,
Wow. See, that to me feels good as fuck.
You see, there's some lines that feel good.
No, it
Chris
hurts.
from the sidelines agrees.
It
Chris is
hurts.
also yadded.
Chris has some cool tattoos. It hurts, but it hurts good. I don't know how to describe it. That's why when people are like, oh, but all this other pain, and my mom oh, you cry when you pluck your eyebrows. I'm like, yeah, but I don't get this sick-ass art.
Yeah, this is a painful pleasure, kind of.
Yeah, totally.
If you're not convinced yet to go get a tattoo. No, I'm kidding. Something else I think is super rad about Chris that maybe you can give us some more information on is all the different ways to tattoo. We have a few friends actually that have told us, when they're traveling abroad in Thailand or other places in the world, there's different ways to tattoo. And I know that you have one. I wish you guys could see. Go on his Instagram, Chris Guerrero Tattoo. His tattoos look like they're 3D. They look like they're they tattooed into his veins or some shit. But anyway, what's that style of tattoo? I think it's with a hammer or something. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Well, the most common ones, and also ancient ones, and that's why I kind of have those two styles, which is Polynesian style and Japanese. So they use, for example, Polynesians, they use something that is called tatau, and that's actually from the Ondevino, the word tattoo.
Oh wow!
Oh.
When they found out about those tribes and everything, they call that tatau because it's a stick, right? And it has the needles like this. There's another person stretching the skin, and they put it here, and then the artist goes tak 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 tak, and that sound, that's why they call it tatau because it comes from that sound. Then eventually turn into tattoo.
Wow, that's really cool. The more you know.
So also they were warrior tattoos. In the Japanese, they call it the tebori. But theirs is a little bit different. It's a stick. They put the needles, and then it goes it goes like that.
Under.
And actually, this one I'm doing it like this.
Wow.
So all the lines were made with the machine, but the colors and the shading is done the traditional way.
Wow.
No, imagínate.
And I'm
Shading with
assuming
a
it's
hammer.
a bunch more painful.
Oh man, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
looking at me like you have no idea.
Yeah. And the thing is that it takes a lot of time. So I'm like, getting the paint and it's like half an hour, and then I see and it's just like one little spot,
Oh my
because it has to go
gosh.
little by little.
Oh, I feel like,
Okay,
like
I'm-
a little puss
Tell
right
me,
now.
where are we on the painometer?
I mean, after that story, -5 because I don't want no tao tao, pow pow, lao lao. I don't want any.
so
of
make the man with the needle laugh.
that. Yeah, no.
Where are you? 0 to 10.
No, I'm good right now.
Mm-hmm.
I am. Maybe 1 when he gets.
Oh wow, 1 with all those faces.
Well, when he
I want to
gets
see what 4
when he
looks
gets
like.
towards the. That's just my way of working through it. When he gets towards the end of the line where the little bolitas are, that's an interesting feeling, interesting location. But these are tiny lines. It's nothing that you can't get through in 1 second.
Right, it's true. They are thin
You
lines.
know, like
Not a lot of shading. Now that I'm a shading expert.
no, there's a couple of places that are like blackout, which is
Yeah,
another
like
thing.
the feeling, like you el relleno.
Okay, are you ready? Do you tattoo people's faces?
No, I don't do it. No.
What are your non-negotiables? Come on, we want to know them all. Anything that you say no to, any art that you say no to.
Yeah, placements, of course, like weird places, or like face tattoos. Some that a lot of people are like, what really? Is finger tattoos, but like on the side. On the side, there's placements that
Oh, I just got chills.
because obviously those type of places they fade, or
Yeah.
like the healing process is usually not that good. So I don't want to charge someone a price, and I know it's gonna fade.
Right.
So I'm like, no, it's better to do it in another place so you can have it forever.
Yeah.
But I would say weird places, or if it's like sometimes like weird symbols.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, nah.
No, thank
Like
you.
moral, you have a moral line. Too.
Yeah. Because obviously, that whatever tattoo that I'm gonna do represents me outside.
I've heard some. Ooh, yeah, oh yeah.
Are we still at a 1?
No, I just wanted to sing. What's wrong?
I have a feeling Em's gonna be at a 7 and say she's at a 1.
No.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Trust me. I'll start like making
I'm
noise.
curious as to the faces, and you're still saying you're a 1.
The faces have nothing to do with that tattoo.
Wow.
Oh, say. No, I'm kidding. Some tattoo artists also have told me that they stop at the wrists, like they won't do hands. Like my brother has a chainsaw. What's this part of the hand called?
Like on the top of
On the
it.
top of it. Yeah.
Would you want a top of the hand chainsaw him?
No, I don't want any. I'm not.
Top
First
of
of
the
all,
hand
look at the
sounds so
bones. Top of the
painful.
hand, anything. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that sounds like it hurts. Chris, you have black and white and colorful tattoos. Do you have a preference as somebody who has tattoos and also as a tattoo artist? Or you're kind of like either whatever people like. Like, do you like giving color tattoos? Do you like giving black tattoos more?
Yeah, I don't usually do like too much color tattoos. But it depends obviously on the style and the idea.
How come? What is it about color tattoos? I personally don't think I'd get a color tattoo. I kind of like the whole black and white
Yeah, me too.
sketchbook look.
Yeah, it's because I like it more.
Yeah.
And also, the thing about colors, especially here in Miami, it's the sun. So obviously colors, the only bad thing is that there's two things. The skin tone has to be a little bit lighter, and also, if you're exposed too much to the sun, usually that color is gonna kind of like burn
Yeah.
or fade.
Lesson to everyone who has a tattoo or is thinking about having a tattoo. So that leads me to my next question, which you actually sparked now with what you've just said, which is what's the best way to take care of a tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, always see. I'm gonna put, for example, a plastic at the end. It's like a cover.
Yeah.
So you have to leave that.
For a fresh tattoo, you mean?
Yeah, for a fresh tattoo, you leave that for a couple of days. Then the nose or the don'ts. Obviously, try not to sweat too much. Avoid swim, pool, beach, especially here in Miami. I have clients that they're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna take care, and I see in their Instagram in a boat, or at the beach.
For how long?
Usually like a week or a week and a half.
Okay.
That's another thing. Put on sunscreen.
Yeah, put on sunscreen.
You know, and then once you're putting it on your tattoo, go ahead and put it on your face. Why not?
And also, that's the other thing about tattoos. Like, you can make a good piece, a good work. The tattoo is beautiful, but if people like they don't take care of the tattoo, that's gonna mess up everything.
Yeah.
So it's also like two parts of the process. The client's part that has to take care of the tattoo, and obviously the artist.
Yeah.
But both of those elements or both of those phases are super important, you know?
Yeah, totally.
And you know something about tattoos that most people don't know, and what I found very interesting about this type of art is that it's super ancient. Like, it's not new.
Yeah, I know.
You know, they have found like I think it's like the oldest mummy.
Wow.
It has like around, I don't know if I'm correct, but it has like 70 tattoos on her skin.
Wow.
Hot.
And the mummy is like 5,000.
What though?
You know, like
Hieroglyphics or
kind of like lines, yeah, like different
cool,
patterns.
Like, cool shapes and stuff.
But that means that since the beginning, humans have always, you know,
been marking ourselves.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And you see like all the cultures either by painting or scars, they do that.
Scarification.
So it's something that is, I don't know, I think it's something that is inside.
That's interesting. I like the way that M looks at it a lot. I like it to be the thing that you get to choose to do with yourself. I also think that your tattoos say a lot about you and your interests. They're great conversation starters. I mean, M has this tattoo that I love. This tattoo, the one you're tattooing right next to, right above, of the. You want to share that concept, baby? What the concept of those three are? It's an incredible concept.
Sure, and that's another thing. Like, if you're thinking about getting a tattoo, we're living in the day and age too, where, like, I know certain artists who it's helpful when you send them a reference, right? Like, I'm sure it's helpful in a ton of ways.
Right.
But this one specifically that I'm going to share with you was also something that I had the original drawing, and it was literally looked like a scribble, but when you put it next to how the tattoo came out, it really makes a lot of sense. And Chris just went over a letter he already did, and I don't know why. That didn't feel that good. But anyway, a belief system that I hold close to my heart that I wanted to put on my body is how I conceptualize the way that we as humans believe and what that means. So it's kind of like a diamond kind of shape, like kind of like the shape that goes over a Sim's head, if you've ever played The Sims. And in the middle of it, there's a big Saturn, and then on the top and on the bottom, smaller, there's a seashell on top and a light bulb on the bottom. And then kind of like an oval shape, kind of going around all of it, tying it, you know, kind of together. And you know what would be cool? We can post some pictures on our Instagram of our tattoos.
Yeah.
You know, and not only our new ones, but the ones that we talked about.
And I would love to see what everybody else has tattooed and the stories behind them.
Show us your tats. Anyway, so the tea is that a seashell, right? It exists on Earth, or, you know, what we call a seashell to be. You can pick it up, you can touch it. And so I venture to guess most of you out there and everybody in this room believes that a seashell is real and exists.
Yeah, for sure.
Then there are things...
Chris is nodding. Chris R.
Then there are things like planets or things that we see photographs of that agencies like NASA or astronauts say oh yeah, this is a photo we took with a telescope or whatever, but it's
Look at the
likely in our lifetime that we're not going to touch the rings of Saturn or, moonboard on Mars or whatever. But anyway, but we still believe that it's true, or a majority of people do, because we see photos and most people do believe it as well.
We believe because everybody else believes.
Right. And then the last thing, which is represented by the light bulb, is your ideas, perhaps philosophies you believe in, religion you partake in, whatever it is that you can never touch, that you can never see in a photo, no primary sources for, and yet so many people still believe in them. But the thing that unites all those things is not the item or the philosophy itself, it's the fact that we as humans believe in all those things. That's what makes them real, because the physical is not the only reality that we encounter, which is also another reason why I'm like, guys, when we're not here, when we die, our skin is just going to become dirt. So might as well tat it up while we're here. But anyway, so that's my kind of belief system wrapped up.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
The idea behind the tattoo, very well. I love it.
Very deep.
So much, super.
And then I have boobs right under that.
What?
Boobs.
Where?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh. Right, so now we're really starting your record player patent.
Yeah, we're in the home stretch here.
The numbers look incredible. The letters look incredible.
I don't recommend to stop a lot when you're getting a tattoo, because then you forget what it feels like and it has time to get like swollen. And then it feels like this.
Have you ever had somebody stop midway through a tattoo?
Yeah.
And like quit? No.
One time, yeah.
What was the tattoo?
No, it was I think like a crown on the arm. And she was moving. For example, I was tattooing in the arm, and she instead of saying like this, she was like, so obviously all the lines, they were all messed up. Yeah, the tattoo was, oh my god.
So did you even finish it?
No. She was like, no, I cannot go anymore.
But
and she never came back.
No.
Oh my god.
I wonder if she's just rocking like half a crown, half a discombobulated crown.
If she couldn't handle that, I doubt.
Or did she get a cover up, or did she get it removed?
Yeah, exactly.
Did she
A cover
finish
up.
it?
You think she can handle a cover up if she
Half
can handle
crown
that?
tattoo lady, where are you?
She has a Kurt tattoo.
A crown. That's hilarious. You know what I think would be a good idea? Like a safe word. A safe word for a tattoo session. Your client tells you peaches. And then that means like stop immediately. I'm going to sneeze. I have to cough.
Or
I'm going to punch you. This is killing me. I want to run out of here. Any of them. Peaches.
Snowballing, just another idea. What about just stop immediately?
Yeah.
Oh. I guess. I don't know. I just feel like stop is also pretty abrupt. So, like, what if you startle the tattoo artist? Stop! I feel like, peaches, like, your brain takes a second. All right, where are we in the painometer?
It's good. It's in waves like that. When he
This girl
Okay.
you see what Chris
okay,
knows.
a 5.
She's
A 5.
exactly.
When you have to drag a line like that, it's
A
just
5.
fun. Honestly, it's just, I love looking, but when you look, you know what's coming.
You're so funny. I'm so just mesmerized by Chris's lines.
Yeah.
I want to do one.
Nope. Not on me, you won't be doing one.
One dot.
No. No thanks.
You wouldn't let me do one of those dots?
No.
Too bad they're already all done. Oh no, there's a dot there.
What a shame. I saw an amazing, and you kind of touched upon it earlier, but I don't know if you know more about the side of tattooing, the medical tattooing world, because there are a lot of women who, have to have mastectomies because they have breast cancer, and, their nipples are essentially either gone or deformed. And I saw that there are tattoo artists who are dedicating themselves to learning how to tattoo these hyper realistic nipples, and it's changing back to the self-confidence. So I saw that these dudes who are really tatted were letting these guys that were in training, guys and girls in training, fuck your entire existence. these guys and girls that are in training.
I didn't talk to you like that when you did mine.
Who said I'm talking to him? Sorry, what was I talking about? Nipples.
Don't make the guy with the needle laugh.
So these very tattooed people were letting them tattoo essentially just nipples on random places on their body.
That's pretty cool.
So they
I'd
could
get
practice.
Oh, no way, yeah?
Yeah, so they would cover them up after for free, but it was good for them to have the experience of practicing on a body,
Interesting.
That's awesome. It
I
changes
guess you could
lives.
turn a nipple into a moon.
You could turn a nipple into a lot of things. Does it hurt more or less to tattoo over a scar?
More, right?
Actually, it's funny because, for example, I do a lot of scars cover-ups, and actually on the scar they don't feel it.
Yeah, because it's numb, the nerves. Oh, I kind of feel that in my nipple.
I would think it would be the opposite. Interesting.
It's more like around the scar that it hurts.
Guys, this is about to get really interesting because the last line is like the thickest one.
Yeah, it's thick. It's a thick boy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be me.
She wanted this complex little piece.
I love it. I'm here for it. This is part of the process. Earn
And then
your
she was
fucking
like,
tattoo.
"Jem, you gonna go first?"
Woo! Yeah! Then I
it
just start
off.
pretending like it feels good. Woo! Love that Chris. It feels so good. I wish I could feel it all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure. I really believe that. All of me believes that you feel
Let's
that
think
way.
of the places this would feel terrible. Your eyelids, your armpits,
Oh, yeah, the armpit.
inside your lip.
Hey, babe.
Hi.
How are ya?
Good. It's turning into a burning, like tiny colony of bees stinging me.
Yeah.
Ave Maria. That helps a little.
You keep it up.
I feel like tattoos are like running, where there's like a moment where you hit a peak and like doesn't hurt, and then everything just starts to go to hell.
What's the
But-
weirdest reaction you witnessed?
Fainting.
Yeah, I saw a video
Yeah.
of somebody fainting.
I don't know. Sometimes people faint because of either they're like too nervous or they don't eat. That's something important. You have to eat
Wow.
and have water too before, because sometimes the body reacts and it's like, the blood pressure goes.
Yeah, I think the people that faint, it's like a mental thing.
Yeah, I almost fainted on my first one.
Oh my god.
I mean, is it the Polynesian one?
No,
No.
it was a small lettering here.
Oh my god.
So, Em,
Mm-hmm.
the other day, I'm just kidding.
I know he's getting close to being done. So.
Yeah, we're almost done.
So that's giving you like a boost of serotonin.
Give me a boost of something, Tonin.
Yeah. You're like a little happier and cheery and
The thing is that I really did enjoy the whole thing, even the hard parts. That's why I fuck with it. It's
so
a process. It's a journey. It's like life. There are good parts. There are bad parts. There's
That's
blood.
Yeah.
There's lubricant. No.
I love where either of us went. There's lubricant. There's tears.
Oh, I remember. I had a question for you. Ink. How has ink changed throughout the years? Because I remember when I first started getting tattooed. Holy shit! And I guess it's been almost 10 years now, close to that. There were like different inks, or did they used to have like chemicals or other stuff in there?
Yeah. Yeah, before it was different. Now, obviously, like the standard of the ingredients and everything is higher. So companies, in order like to produce them, they have to, And nowadays, for example, this ink it's vegan, so they don't use like any animal products or things. Everything now is obviously cleaner.
Yeah, I heard that beetles like have like a red dye or stuff like that.
One more line.
Whoa! Well, we've made it to the last line, guys. If you've made it this far, thank you. We've loved having you.
There you go.
Yay! We made it, guys! How fun was that?
Wow, that was epic.
Thank you for being here. Careful.
Of course. Thank you for inviting me. It was amazing.
We've
And-
really
I had
enjoyed
fun.
having you here.
And you guys, I hope this was informative, whether you have tattoos or not. Enjoy it because it's a beautiful art form, ancient art form that you mentioned. So, welcome. See you next week. Bye.
Launching.